Hi, everybody. How are we doing today? Happy Saturday. Welcome to my mess. Welcome to my channel. I'm Linda. This is Linda Toman Creates. Today we are going to make our craft roulette card. And I don't remember what episode it is. 308 maybe? Or something. Hi, Melissa. Hey, Danny. How y'all doing today? I went ahead into Cricut and designed some stickers. I'm going to write down the parameters and then I'll show you the stickers. And I already had the Cricut cut it, so we don't have to play around with all that. It's just going to be a quick, easy card. I mean, easy. Easy peasy breezy, guys. Doing good, chilling. Awesome, Danny. Scrap paper here. And so our parameters, guys, I still have this mess from my last video. So our parameters today is card with a bookmark, I think it was. Card with bookmark. My bookmark is not going to be your normal bookmark. The colors are circus. The element was hugs. And the random was feathers. So really easy peasy. To start with though, yay, I got me a mini scoreboard. They're cheaper than I thought they were. I got this on Amazon for $8.99. A little bit under that. Yeah. So let me open this real quick because we're going to need this to do the card base with. Because I don't want to be pulling out that gigantic one in the camera. So this will fit better. I'm just going to... I don't know why I didn't open this before, but it just came in yesterday. And we can just do this way here. Here we go. It's just a little bitty scoreboard, guys. And I need to keep this because I think I can make envelopes with this also. Yes, there's the envelope instructions, so I need to keep this. I didn't keep the paper for my first scoreboard. You like the small one, Melissa? Cool. Yeah, I've never had the small... Well, that's not true. I had a small one. I had the EK Tools mini scoreboard a while back, but when I moved here to my mom's, it got lost. So, for camera's sake, people can actually see without... You know what I mean. Is it just me, or is the camera angle... It's like everything weird looking. I think it's just me. Alright, so let's see. Make sure there's no instructions on this thing. So there isn't. But see? Look, it shows you can make little bags. You guys are crafting, you know. A scoreboard, you make cards. You can make envelopes. You can make boxes. If you're going to be crafting with paper, you need a scoreboard. That's an essential. I mean, you can do it with a ruler and something else to put indentation in paper, but if you want easy, scoreboard's what you want. So we got this. How cute is that? Oh, look. Look at that. What are them designs for? Oh, this is the side to make the envelopes. Oh, and that's so you can put a design on your envelope. Okay, this is just really downright cool. I want to see... I didn't expect to be playing with this. Now, do I slide this? How does this come off? It slides off. Okay. That's much smaller than my other one. And this one doesn't have a point. So it may not tear your paper as much. I really need to... This has a point on that side. I guess you can do two of them if... Let's play with this real quick before we get into the sticker part, card part. Just because I want to see what it does. I just want to see. I know I got scrap paper all over the place. Okay, here we go. Here's a little envelope I made that didn't measure out right. My wonky envelope. I want to see. Turn this over like that. I bet if I put this here, how would that work? Would I have to... I don't know how that would work. There's a way to do that, though. You seasoned crafters know how to emboss with that. Probably would work better if I had one of those... If I knew what the design was I was doing. Say I want that one. I don't know how to tell, though. How do I know where the design is? Okay, I'm no. What was the design, Linda? Oh, it's a heart. Okay, we got a heart right here. There we go. There's the heart. And we got... I moved it, so that's not going to work well when you move it. Don't move it, Linda. Y'all are watching me learn things for the first time. Look at that. Look how cool, guys. This would be... I think this is going to make a good Christmas gift, too. Inexpensive Christmas gift for the littles. Oh, see, now that's cool. That one worked out good. Just take some practice, that's all. Just going to take some practice. But look at that. There's a... Now, if I'd have done it this way, it would have been the right way. But look at that. That's... Oh, look. That's cool. Skinny side. That one. Is that the side I should be using to do it? I'm so glad you joined in, Melissa, because... You've used all these things I don't know nothing about. That's pretty cool that that has that. My big EK Tools board doesn't have this. It doesn't have any measurements or anything on the other side. So that's cool. All right, let's make a real fast card. And then we can play around and make envelopes and things with our scoreboard that we have here. This is cool. Oh, look, embossed shapes to decorate. Cut out the triangles on the edge of the paper and fold. Well, we can worry about that later. I can look up videos and all that stuff. But, so this slides. Look, it has this, if you see, it doesn't open all the way right there. Because it slides under. Ta-da! So you don't lose it. That's cool. All right, so in Cricut Design Space, I went in and I found some pictures. And I was thinking in lines of a card with a bookmark and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, my bookmark doesn't have to be shaped like... Okay, see, I thought I did kiss cut, but I guess I didn't. I guess I did die cut. And I told it the wrong paper. But look, now I got a little sticker, a little bookmark sticker. So, I told it had gray lines, but it didn't. It has green. And I went ahead and, to make things easy on me, I just went ahead and had it print out my card panel. And I think these are circusy colors, huh? Right? That's why I'm glad it clips in, so that way I don't lose it. Worst case scenario, I've always got my other one that just snaps in and snaps out. So there's my card base mat, and it's got sticky. I need to remember to choose the kiss cut versus die cut, because I didn't want these die cut because they're harder to peel when they're like that, in my opinion. Maybe not for other people, but... So see, it's nice and sticky, so we can stick that like that. All right. And I got these little birdies. And the birdies, I chose them because, well, feathers. Birds have feathers. You know, the birds of a feather will flock together type thing. And then I went ahead and had them cut out the offset of it. So that way it would make it sturdy to be a bookmark. And if I wanted to laminate this, I could. Now I got to remember, did I leave a little black outline or not? I think I did. And that's going to be my bookmark, because that'll fit in a book. And if I wanted to add a little ribbon or whatever to this, I could do that too. I'm not going to, but I could. We all know. What is it? Who am I, Linda? Melissa? Lazy Linda. That's who. All right. I'm kind of out of sorts today with my brain, y'all. I've been this way. It's like one day I'll be okay, and the next day I'm like, I'm a little off kilter. And then for the hugs, I just said paper hugs. Like I wrote in the title. Yes, Lazy Linda. That's me. So, quick, easy card. I got my sticker. That'll go there. And then I'll put my bookmark right here. And I'll put my bookmark on. Uh-oh, where'd it go? With glue dots. That way it can be pulled off and used. Probably not going to happen, but it could be. So then we need to make the rest of the card too, though. So this is going to be our card. Is it cute? I think it's cute. Of course, it's going to have a card base. And then that'll meet all the parameters, right? So we'll have a card with a bookmark. Circus colors. Do y'all think that's circus colors? Hugs. Feathers. I think so. I think it covers everything. So now we just got to put it all together. So I'm going to get me a card. We're going to use our scoreboard for the first time today. Got to get us a sheet of paper, though, to make our card base, because I don't really like to use pre-made card bases. I got to cut this paper, too. Got them all cool. Green is trying to remember what I said that you saying that for. I wish this lag wasn't like that. I wish it was like right up with what I was saying. I wish our conversation was in real time. Soon enough, though, right? Soon enough. All right. Yeah, this will be easy. Now, if I can just not lose my scoreboard because it's so small under everything, we'll be all right. And now I got to find the parameters. That's right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did get them all. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. Now I got to, because my other scoreboard, I have a line drawn, so I know exactly where. And it's a brand new, beautiful board, but I'm going to put a mark on it. Because my main thing I score on... I score our card bases, and that's 4 1/4. 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. Those are my main scoring things. So I'm going to put a line on here. Some people might not agree with me, but I'm doing that to their scoreboards, but I'm going to. Hi, Lee. I'm going to take this green turquoise blend, and I'm going to choose my dark color, and I'm going to find my 4 1/4, and I'm going to do it just like this. I'm just going to, and that matches my board, so it doesn't make it ugly. So that's 4 1/4, and then I want to do I want to put one at 5 1/2? I don't usually. Yeah, 5 1/2 is the last line. So I'm not probably going to mark it. I'm just going to mark this one. So we know that it's 4 1/4. And it's just pretty. It's just a pretty color. So It doesn't make it ugly. It matches. So we're going to give that a second and let that dry. It won't take long because it's made with alcohol. All right, and then we're just going to take our card base and put it right here. Okay, now see, I can't see it there. If I do it like this, I can see it. Line that up, flush against the side, and then just right here tells me 4 1/4, and I don't have to think and misdo it. Because, you know, my vision's not the best. So, and then we'll use the corner to help us align our card. It's damp here, so my paper is damp feeling. Ta-da! I mean, it's not nothing super fancy, but it's an awesome tool to me because I've been pulling out that big giant one, and it makes me all like, oh! So now I can just take this, and I can just set it right up here, and I have it right there, and it's not some big thing. Yes, I could. I could mark up higher. You're right. I could mark right there, too. Let's get that color back. You're right. I could do that. And we use the dark so that it matches. And we'll just, right here. Can I get in there to mark that? Let's see how that works. Yeah, there we go. And then I can see it. I'm going to use this side and see what that does. No, I'm not. I like this side better. But it works just fine if you slide it down and then put it into the groove right here before you start. Because that way you're definitely staying in where you want to be. And there we go. 2 card bases. Easy peasy breezy. Easy peasy breezy. And then we just go like this. And ta-da! There we go. So if you're looking to get into card making, a little mini scoreboard is only $8.99. Way cheaper on Amazon. Way cheaper than... They have other ones that are cost more and everything. But the We Are Makers... Every time I hear that, my brain goes bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Yeah. Yeah, We Are Makers. It's not that expensive. I thought it was going to be way more expensive. So I went and checked out that vault sale yesterday on American Crafts. Yeah. There's too many goodies in there. I didn't finish the order, but they got this carousel thing that I want. And it's only 5 something, and it attaches to the thing, and it's got a little thing in the middle. It's pretty cool looking. I thought it would be cool for embellishments. So there we go. Easy peasy card. We're just going to adhere everything down. And we're going to be careful when we do this, because this is going to be, once it's down, it's down. That's the only problem with this. See, I did it too close to the bottom now. And it's down, it's stuck. So now I'm going to have to trim the top off to make it more even and make my card smaller than I wanted it to be. But that's okay. All right, then I took this guy. Did you make a big order on American Crafts? Yeah, I'm trying not to spend money except for things tools that I feel I really need. Like, in my opinion, I really needed that mini scoreboard to make things. Yeah, I'm still good on liquid glue. I found my glue. I'm still good. I found it, so I don't need glue for a little while. What was the other thing that I ordered that I felt like I really needed? Oh, a new magic mat that is the actual size of my platform. Instead of, you see this little magic mat right here? It's not the full size of my platform. And I think, well, I don't have as much space as I'd like when I'm doing big things like prepping for crop and create and stuff. But it's causing this piece to warp. So I went ahead and got one that measures this whole side. Oh, okay. Add liquid glue so that I have wiggle room now. Okay. Oh, okay. I was talking about the order, so I thought you'd thought. So anyway, so I ordered from scrapbook.com the magic mat that actually fits my machine instead of these mini ones. These mini ones are cute and cool. And they're, you know, the pink. I love the pink color, but it doesn't fit my entire platform. So I wanted one that did. So now I have one of those coming. And that'll give me more room to put things. So anywho, so we're going to take this off. And to give us more wiggle room, so like just around the outline, or like I would normally glue it. You ordered the newer magnetic mat? Cool. Yeah, I didn't get a magnetic one. I just got a regular magic mat. I'm okay with taping. I just wanted one that fit the platform. All right. Oh, that's an awesome trick there, Melissa. Nope, that one piece stuck down. It's okay, though. I'm not worried about it. So that's that. Now, I should have probably cut a couple more of these black pieces so that it was thicker for a bookmark. But if I laminate this, I could put a laminate cover over it and then just trim around. Where is my laminate covering? I think this right here is some of that right there. I got when I was making stickers. Here we go. There's all different kinds of bookmarks out there in the world. Let's go ahead and do this. And then we can cut around our sticker. And then it'll do two things. It'll protect our bookmark, but it will also... See, I should have done this before I die cut, because then I could have just told the Cricut to cut it, but... No way, this is being so difficult. Why do I find this so difficult? Oh my gosh. It's like you're making it more difficult than it needs to be, Linda. Try a different corner. So I was watching a video of a lady who used the back, you know, the release paper for vinyl or whatever, and she sent it through her printer, and she printed on it, and she did her own rub-on images. Okay, this is like not peeling for me. Why is this not peeling? I don't have the patience, maybe, is why. Go one way, then the other. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. Oh, yay. Yay. Okay. Woohoo. Oh my gosh, that was becoming like, ah. All right, so we'll put this down just like so. And we're just gonna carefully so it doesn't get bubbles in it. I'm just gonna work our magic here. There we go. And that's gonna make our bookmark laminated without running it through. You could also put it through a laminator. You could do it this way and then have the Cricut before you cut and have the Cricut do the cutting. But y'all know me. I'm difficult. I do things the hard way until somebody like Melissa says, Linda, try it this way. All right. So then I'm just going to come along here. I'm just going to yeah, I'm probably doing this more difficult on myself than is needed. I just stuck it back down after all that peeling and pulling. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it over this way, and then I'm going to cut it away from it. I could just fold it over it, but that would just be messy, and I don't want that. So, one way or another. I don't know where that song came from in my head. Well, I guess something I was saying. I'm going to be cutting the paper, but I'm cutting the paper. What was I watching? I told y'all already about the lady with the printer and the... I'm taking an easy project and I'm making... Hi, Carmen. How you doing? I'm just playing around with stickers I made on Cricut to make my craft roulette card. I just did an easy peasy card. And I just kind of took inspiration from Miss Mary from Craft Roulette for my sentiment, because that's what she used, a big paper hugs die. And because I've got crop and create stuff everywhere, I don't feel like trying to dig everything out. Okay, see, that works good when I just push it along. That works, it's working better, I think, than trying to... There we go. Get a little bit right there. We get a little bit. I can always go over the back with some powder so that if anything sticky's sticking out, we don't have to worry about. So did you guys see my Easter egg cards I made on... I thought they're so cute, my little shaped cards. It's rainy and icky here. What's the weather like where you guys are at? Hi, Ann. How you doing? You still doing design team work? They keeping you pretty busy, huh? This is probably never, ever going to come off this card, so I really shouldn't even worry about that. I just don't want to mess up the shape that I got going on here. Okay, I just lost that sticky piece. I don't know where the heck it went. So I'm still having a hard time getting appointments with the VA. I finally got an actual doctor's appointment the 19th. We saw them. I saw them. They were pretty cards. Thank you, Carmen. Anne says it's been busy, but I've also had a lot of... Oh. Hope everything's all right. I don't know what all you want to say on the internet, but I hope everything's okay. Are you just not sleeping because you can't sleep, or something else going on? Worry keeping you awake? What's going on? I feel weird sometimes. It's finally a beautiful day here, sunny. Maybe it will melt some of the snow. Oh, yeah. I'm just hoping that it stays cool enough in this house so I don't have to turn the AC on. We're back up into the high 70s, 80s here. You're worrying about snow. It's crazy, isn't it? Isn't it crazy how the internet has brought us all together so that we would have never in the past been talking, unless we knew them personally and was, making phone calls and stuff, but we would have never been talking to people and meeting people in different time zones and climates. And I bet you have a DVT in your... Oh, well, that's not good. DVT is basically a blood clot, is it not? In your leg? That is not good. We'll pray about that. Hey, Melissa. Denise, you finally wake up? Denise just woke up. There it is. I found the piece I couldn't find. All right, so now my little bookmark is an actual bookmark, see? And if I wanted to, I could do that to this side too, but I'm not going to right now because it's going onto the card, and it's probably never coming off the card, but we're going to say glue dots anyway to make it not as permanent. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go glue dot there. And a glue dot there. We'll do one in the middle too. So 3 little glue dots. And we'll glue dot our little birdies down. Right here like that. This is like the easiest card prolonged as long as possible, right? Oh, I understand that. I wake up in the middle of the night and my foot, especially my left one lately, is cramping, and it's like, you got your foot, right? That middle part of your foot, that's where the cramp is, and it makes my foot want to fold. Your foot isn't supposed to fold on itself, but that's what my foot's trying to do. Okay, Melissa. Denise! How'd it go last night? All right, I think I want to pop this up. I think I want to add this to... I should have done a offset for this also. Should I add a black one? Or not? Maybe just not. Maybe just tap it down like you originally intended. I don't know. I kind of like it right there. You could make this bigger too, and then make it so that this kind of just tucks into it. But I didn't want to make my card exactly like Miss Mary's. I think like that. I think we'll just do it down. Because of the glue dots, this gives us kind of a little... Steady, not too bad. Okay, cool. And you get that, Linda, your toes cramp up so bad. Yeah. I've had Charlie horses in my legs and stuff before, and it's like, usually when I start getting low on potassium, I start getting... So that's another reason why I'm like, I really need to get to the doctor. Because if I'm low on potassium, then I need them to help me get that back up. I hate having to get that potassium stuff, though, like the shot, because that stuff hurts. Oh, my God, it hurts so bad. When I was in the hospital for the stroke, the bilateral brain bleed, yeah, that wasn't fun. That stuff hurts bad. All right, so there's our paper hugs. Now I want to add some gems to it. Yeah, I don't understand why when they give you potassium in them forms, why it hurts so bad, but that stuff hurts. It does not feel good. All right, we want circus colors. I think we got plenty of circus colors on there, but we want to add some gems. Here we go. I think those will work for circus colors. Well, I'm telling you, when I was in the hospital and they gave it to me in that shot form, that hurt. Oh my God, it hurt. It hurt so bad. And then after that, like a couple of days, they kept coming in with these big glasses of this orange, nasty tasting stuff that I had to drink. Oh, it was awful. I think my potassium was depleted. All right, let's see. So you see that color? I think that matches that color. But we're doing circus, so we need to do all the colors. Let's see. You can't even see that color with that blue. But you can see that one. So should I do... I'm no good at placing these things. I think I'll put that one there. And then I think I'll go up a size and do a yellow one. Like so. And then I think I'll take one of these. This looks red, but it's not really a red. It's like a burnt orange almost. I don't know if you guys can see that. But hi, Sharon. And I think we'll put this one here. And then we'll add a dark blue. That is like, to me, it doesn't show up that great on that blue. The lighter blue does, but those other colors don't. Sorry, my brain, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this. It's like it doesn't look right anywhere to me. But I want gems all over it. Maybe do the little ones. Maybe that'll look better to me. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we think about that? I'm trying to look at it. Under the red bird's wing. Right here? On the bookmark? Which one? Which one was I doing when you wrote that? Getting your mosaic hung up in your bedroom. Oh, that's cool. That's good now? Okay. And then I want to trim this off because I want it to match. I wish I'd have done it so it was even, but I didn't. So I'm just going to trim that off. Just a little. We don't want to too much. But just so that it's just a little border like it is there. And then we'll leave that way because we got a pretty one there. And I mean, it shows it wonky, but that's okay. It's okay. And then when they're ready, if they want to use their bookmark, they can just... It's not going to be given to somebody. I'm just going to say it's a bookmark because that's what it was intended. But you just take it off the glue dot. If you use a backer on here. Should have kept a backer or something on it. But anyway, there we go. There's my craft roulette card, guys. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-ta. No, show's over. No, I'm joking. I want to make an envelope. I want to try to make an envelope using my new little scoreboard. My new little mini scoreboard. I think it turned out cute. It's cuter than what... I mean, it was so easy. I found an image that I liked in Design Space. This was going to cut out all these little pieces, and because I wasn't in the mood to be piecing things together, I didn't do that way. I just flattened it and then made it a sticker. But I could have made this so that this cut out all this cardstock, and I would have had to glue all these pieces, and then it would have been more like a die cut image. But I didn't want to do that because, like I said, I wasn't wanting to... Let me plug in here just to make sure. I wasn't wanting to play around with all the die cuts right now today. Thank you, Sharon. So I just went in and I found an image that I like. You guys can pick any of the ones I have in there. If you want to make a sticker out of it and you don't want to play with all the fiddly pieces, you can just flatten it. And then if you cover it with the laminate before and then choose the sticker paper with laminate covering. Yes, Lazy Linda. Exactly, Melissa. I just didn't want to fight with all those today with my vision and everything else. And then, yeah, I didn't want to fuss with all that. So, I don't remember what I was going to say. But I think the card turned out cute anyway. I mean, you know, people use rub-ons and they use all these other things. So why not incorporate stickers? I think stickers are... Hey, Joe, how you doing? Oh, I could have used a thing for his eyeball. I should put a googly eye on that, huh? That would be funny. But anyway, envelope. Let's make an envelope. That's what I'm going to do. What happened that you wouldn't be alive just? Joe. Why wouldn't you be alive? What happened? Okay. We're going to make an envelope and we're going to make it, yes, especially on your CC cards. Yes. Yes, you can. It depends on, you can print it on whatever image you want to print it on, Denise. If you flatten it and print it, right? And you print it on cardstock, then you've got a cardstock element. I just happen to do it on sticker paper because I have this beautiful pack of sticker paper that came in my mystery box, that one mystery box I got. Also, I could get this little cutie because I fell for the cuteness of this little thing. I know I showed y'all this cutie. Yeah, so it's exactly like a die cut. If you don't flatten it, it's going to cut out like this image right here. If you don't flatten it, you see the red? That's going to be cut out separate. All these colors are going to be cut out separate. And then the black piece is the part that goes behind it. Behind it's, and all these layer onto it. And then it's like there's a cut out of the red. So, but they're little pieces and I didn't want to fiddle with them. No, I didn't color it. My printer did. I was very lazy today, like Melissa says. I just did easy peasy breezy. It's rainy. And I'm lazy. You're half asleep. It's okay. It's okay. Have you played around with your printing? I know you've done the print and cuts because you've done the you do sublimation, so I know you do print and cut. So just imagine if, okay, instead of sublimation ink, you're using regular ink and you're having it run through your printer and then you have the Cricut cut it. Right? Isn't it a cute scoreboard? I love it. And look, so this is what we're going to do. This pops off. We're going to flip it over. And we're going to make envelopes. So we need an envelope. This is an A2 size card. We need an envelope for this card. I have envelopes, but I like to make them too. I have a really cool friend who sends me a whole bunch of them. But she could win a free ticket to Craft Roulette Extravaganza. Yeah, but how am I going to pay for a hotel room and all that stuff? Right? I could. The possibility is there, and then I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for the hotel room and everything. And a flight. Oh, wait, no, that's a virtual. I wouldn't have to do that. It's virtual, I think. I think I could do that here. That would be cool if it's just virtual. If I could win, that'd be sweet. Yeah, they have online and they have in person. I think the one that is, it's virtual. I think you're right. So this is definitely 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So let's look on our board here. Concentrate, Linda. It is, yes. It's called, oh, what is it called? They were calling it paper ganza. It's not being called that, though. I forget what it's being called now. But it originally was paper ganza. The first one they had last year. So I need 4 1/4. The card size is 4 1/2 by 5 1/2. They don't have the 4 1/4. So we're going to go with 4 1/2 by 5 1/2. Even though we know our card's actually 4 1/4, but we're going to go by that. So I need an 8 by 8 sheet of paper. I should have probably watched a video on this before I did this. See, like, here's the score line. Has anybody ever used this and made a, okay, Sharon, bye. Enjoy your company. Hi, Christine. Hello. Good way to get rid of ugly 12 by 12, right? Except, yeah, envelopes is a good way to get rid of that. It's a good way to get rid of papers and things that you don't want to keep around anymore, or, all right, where's my box of papers? Is that my papers? That's my felt. That's my paper. I don't want to use just regular paper. That's not going to be big enough because I cut out of that. We're just going to use regular old cardstock because I'm thinking I have pattern papers and things way over there. And I'm trying to remember what I have. Oh, wait. I got a whole box of papers right here next to me. So did you see that Michael's has their big 12 by 12 cases on sale? I've been thinking about getting one of them. Oh, I forgot I made that. Don't you love when you open stuff and you forget you made something that's in there? Come on, Lindy. You got paper in here that you want to make an envelope out of. Here we go. Since we're doing circus colors. Here we go. Make an envelope with that. It's ugly. I don't think I would ever use that Chinese checkers board looking paper. And it's one-sided. The other side is white. So let's cut this down to 8 by 8. Yeah, the instructions are, oh, they're right there. Do. I'm telling you guys, if it wasn't for y'all, my head would be gone. I wouldn't have a head either, even though it's attached. All right, we're going to cut this down to 8. Now, this one I have to do this big trimmer for. Pull that aside. Yeah, it's the back. It's on the back of it where the... All right, and then we'll go 8. It said 8 by 8, right? Yes, 8 by... Did I just make it too small? Did I just mess it up and do it too small? I did. No, I didn't. Okay, 8 by 8. 8 by 8. All right. Worry me for a minute that I messed up. 8 by 8. So make it a white envelope, and color is inside would be. That's what my intentions are, Melissa. Because when you're writing, you're not going to be able to really see unless you put a sticker or something on that. But the flap. But the outside will be white. And because it'll be folded, you won't really see the colors. Anyway. Anywho. It would be cool, right? And then it wouldn't be as ugly. All right, let's see what this tells us to do to make an envelope. All right. Select a card size. We did that. We said 4.5 by 5.5. Trim the paper to corresponding paper size. We did that. We trimmed it to 8 by 8. Right here. 4.5 by 5.5. 8. Align left edge of paper to the alignment mark. Score at scoring notch. What? Okay, this is where my brain doesn't make sense for things. Scott! Hello! What is the scoring notch? There's the score guide. Are these the notch? So I'm going to put my paper in like this, right? Align left edge of paper to the alignment mark. Right there. Like that. And right there. I don't understand. Oh, this thing in the corner? So right here, like that. Okay, I'm stopping for a minute. Okay, do I take the paper up to the 3.5 mark like that? And then mark it? Going down. I don't know. I wish you could physically show me. It doesn't make sense to me. This is when I'm going to have to look up instructions. Because align left edge of paper to the alignment mark. Is that, okay, is the 0? All right, look. This is 0. Is that the alignment mark? Hang on a minute. I said I needed to save the instructions. Does it show me a diagram of what? Look. The picture has the 0, has the paper up at the... Okay, I think I get it now. So it said to put it, align the left edge of the paper to the alignment mark. So that would be 3.5. Then it says to score at the scoring notch. I get it now. I get it. Boop, 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 boop. It said 3.5, didn't it? 4.5 by 5.5, 8 by 8, 3.5. So 3.5 is right here. So I'll put my paper all the way up to the 3.5 mark. And then that's how I'm going to do this. This is how it makes sense too to me. So now we're going to bring right here and we're going to score it like that. And then we're going to rotate it. We're going to do the same thing on all these sides here. 3.5. Yeah, I didn't do it right. Rotate. Okay, here's our original one. Right here. Right here. Here's our original one. Rotate 90 degrees. That would be like this, right? Right. Then it says, align score line with the emboss. Oh, score line like that. Y'all watching the mistakes I made? Don't make them. So this score line that we just made is aligned lines with this score guide. Wee baby, wee. Now we're going to score it like that. Yeah, I made unnecessary score marks. Okay. That's our first one. Then align score line. We did that. Repeat on remaining sides. So each score line that we make, that doesn't look right to me. Doesn't look right. That don't look right. Does that look right? That don't look right. Yeah, I don't think it's right. It's like... So that was the one I just did. Right? That does not look right. I'm playing, guys. Just bear with me. It may make sense in a minute. It doesn't look right because this is the ones I followed with the score line score guide. That is not a 4.5 by 5.5 inch place for a card. Look. That's why it's a good thing we use this paper because it's ugly. I'm going to keep doing this till it's that big, Scott. That's what she asked. All right. Good thing I have all this paper I don't like. Well, it's not that I don't like the paper. It's that it's just not something that I'm like. It's been sitting in my stash forever. I'm going to find the ugliest stuff I have until I... And I have some pretty ugly papers. I got some pretty papers, and then I got some pretty ugly papers. And then you got some papers that just don't make sense to be used. I'm just going to keep trying until we get it right. Like this one here. It's pretty, but it's paper. That's the thing. It's not cardstock. So. That's what I said, the envelope size. That's more like a business envelope, but even so, it's wonky. Because it's wanting you to score here, 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 right? This score was my mess up. Unless that was the original score line. And I messed up using that one. Still doesn't. This is like a slim line. And I said 4.5 by 5.5 is the card size. I cut the paper at 8.5 and I aligned it at 3.5. We're going to try it again. One more time and see what happens here. I'm going to keep trying it till I get it right. You know, till I figure this out. 8 by... What other card size? See, it doesn't have a 4.25 by 5.5 card either. It's like, where's our American card size? Where's A2 card size? Card size. Let's say 5.25 by 5.25. So we're going to need an 8.5 by 8.5. Yeah, look, see, that didn't look nothing like what it did. Nothing at all. I'm going to get this. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get it. So we're going to go 8.5. It's right. It isn't going to turn out right until I watch the video probably. And something will click. I don't know if We Are Makers is or not. Because we are memory keepers. I don't know where they're whether they're an American company or not. This is giving me really huge, really big lines. They must have really huge paper because, oh, that's in centimeters. Is this in... I'm going to assume that's in inches. Oh, I'm confusing myself. Am I confusing y'all? You think that is an A6 square card like the picture on the board? Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not a square card like the picture on the board. Let's try this again. Let's go 8.5. I already did that. Flip it around to 8.5. It's probably something I did. I probably messed up somewhere. Let's try it again. Play it again, Sam. This is all part of crafting. You just got to keep trying it till you figure it out. Now, if I wasn't online, I would just go automatically and research a video. Another YouTuber who's doing it, who's done it. But you guys get to see the glory of learning how to do things. You know, before there was internet. You're just looking at it, and you go. Select the card size. I did. We're going to say 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. It says that we need to cut an 8.5 by 8.5 paper. And then the alignment is 4 1/4. So, we got 4 1/4 right there. There's our alignment. Right there. And we're going to score it. Right here. And then we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. This would be 90 degrees. Then we would put this to the score line right there, like that, right? Align score line with the embossed score guide score. Okay. I got that. So then we're going to score it. Okay. Repeat on remaining sides. Okay. By George, we did it! This time I did 8.5 by 8.5. And I'm using the 4 1/4 mark. And I didn't do any unnecessary lines. So I didn't have anything confusing me. So we did it. Yes, this one's working. And I probably did. It was probably my screw up. When I scored this, I probably should have started with that score line for my guides. But who knows? I don't know. All I know is, look, guys, this is going to be an envelope. It's going to be an envelope. And it's not going to be wonky. It's going to be pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And we're going to put our bone folder back in so that we don't lose it. And now we're going to get our scissors. And then we're going to go do. You know, I watch other YouTubers do card giveaways. Would y'all want to win this card? Probably not. Would you want to win any of my cards? So we're going to notch that like that. And then we're going to come around here. And we're just going to notch this. I don't know if that's in the way of the video or not. We're going to cut all these little tiny corners right here away. And now I know how to do it. That's going to be so much easier. So much easier. So much better. So I basically have an envelope maker now that is easier to understand. With instructions attached. Yeah, I'll mail it. You want to win it, Melissa? If somebody wins something, I'll definitely mail it. Because, well, that would be really bad, bad, bad. I mean, I have a whole bunch of stamps somebody sent me, Melissa. So, yeah. And I can afford to buy them now. Okay, yay, Melissa won a card. That's not a giveaway. I know you love to get mail. I've got some mail I'm saving up to send you. I've got all that vinyl and everything, and I got some ribbon, and I got that wooden block stamp. So we're just scoring all this down. Scoring all these edges. Well, then none of them answered if they wanted to win the card. Does anybody want to win this card? Say yes in the comment section. If you do, I'll do the giveaway. I'll do a giveaway. I will go on my computer and... Okay, there's one, two. We got two. Okay, we got Anne. We got Denise. So people do want my cards. Y'all do want my cards? Oh, I'm shocked. Scott. And Christine Peterson. Okay, I need to... Oh, boy. Y'all are surprising me. Y'all want my cards. Okay. All right. All right. I'm not set up like the other YouTubers for this, but yes, I think I'll start. If this works out, we'll start doing this more often too. All right. So, I'm not going to be able to see the chat for a minute. I'm going to come here and make this smaller. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to go random name picker wheel. We'll click on that. And then we'll add the names in. I don't know whose names these are, but these aren't ours. So backspace. We're going to have Melissa, Denise. That's not spelt right. You don't look how dirty my computer is. And then there is Christine. And Anne. Scott. Let me go back over here so I can see. Okay, we got Melissa, Ann, Denise, Scott, Christine. Is that it? Is that all? I will, but I want to get the names in the wheel. I want to have the wheel up so that I can have it set up. Okay, so Melissa, Denise, Christine, Ann, and Scott are there. So, all right, so once we finish the envelope, if you haven't said yes to winning the card, then you'll have to... Okay. Yeah, but I wanted you guys to see me set it up. I wanted you guys to see that I'm not just in the air willy-nilly doing this like I was playing around like I was doing. All right, so I'm going to glue this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to... No, first. Where are you, corner rounder? Corner rounder, where are you? You're not here. That would be too easy if I had you right near me. I just used it the other day, and it's not where it belongs. Yes, it is. I was just not seeing it. I broke my corner rounder, the lid of it. I broke the lid piece. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into the 1/2 inch. It's got the markings on the sides here and it's got the 1/2 inch right there. I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to set it so that the sides rest on these guides here. And I'm just going to go like that. And it's going to round my corners for me. So. Paper's falling, freaking me out there. So there we go. It keeps touching my hand and freaking me out. Ew. All right. I'm not going to worry about those because this is going to go right over the top of it. So we're just going to go just glue right here. I don't want to get it too close to the edge because I don't want the glue sleeping over to there. I'm going to do it on this side here too. I mean, the glue is going to smush out also when I push it down. So I'm going to push this like this, right? And then I'm going to push away from the center to try to make sure my glue doesn't go in there so that this piece doesn't glue down. And get me acting like I know what I'm doing. So we do that like that. I need a birdie or something on here. Okay, now I don't know what they meant by, I don't want to try it with this envelope, but I bet paper would be easier than that cardstock I was trying to do. Emboss shapes to decorate. And I probably should have done that before I folded the card up. So if I go like this, we're going to do this. We're going to try it anyway. Okay, Linda, it slides off. It doesn't pop off. Okay, so I'm going to put this... that. Now, I can't see the design. I can't really see it. Actually, let's do it this way so that it is popped up. You guys can tell which one is my favorite. I just don't want to rip the paper. Kind of scared I'm going to rip the paper. Oh, there we go. There's the design. Don't move it. It's hard to tell because I can't see through it. If this was lighted underneath, it would make it easier to see. What's that doing? That's not right, right? I don't know what that little... Oh, there's little Dumaflotchies. Okay. There's little Dumaflotchies that poke out. There's a cute little design in the design I'm missing. Okay, I see it. Okay. And then look. It's not lined up perfect, but it's... You use double... sided tape. Oh, okay. Stripes up. But look at that. Now, the only thing with that, though, is if you're not hand delivering it, and this goes through the, if you don't say non-machinable, or if the post office doesn't listen to you and they send it through their machines, it's going to flatten that right back out. But that's still cute. Yeah, I'll do double-sided tape here, but for this part here, I think glue is a better... Oh, maybe not. I think it is, though. I'm pretty sure everything I've ever mailed, I've done it with glue. You think it'll be seen? Okay. So is anybody else wanting to be in the giveaway for the card? This will be the card we give away. I gotta take a picture too before. You do you, boo, she says. I kind of think this card turned out cuter than I thought it was going to turn out, don't you? All right, you ready for the giveaway? So listen, if you win this giveaway, and I don't have your address, I'm going to need your address so I can mail it to you. So you'll just find me on Facebook, Linda Toman. You'll know it's you guys will know it's me, right? I hope. And you'll message me your address, because I don't have Google Forms and all that stuff like all these bigger YouTubers. I don't even know how to do any of that stuff. And that way I can see the name and I'll know that who you say you are. Because, like, I think the only person I don't think I've seen a face of is Christine, but if I see the name Christine Peterson, I'll know to check the message. And I don't want you putting your email addresses in the chat because I don't want to just make it to everybody to see it. So that's why I'm not saying email me. All right, you ready? It's ready for the drawing? You guys ready for this? Drum roll, please. I'm so shocked y'all want my card. I really need to be more confident in what I do, don't I? All right. I'm waiting to see if anybody says, yes, we're ready, Linda. Yes, 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 yes. It is cute. Thank you. All right. I'm waiting. See the chat? You see my chat? I'm not seeing anybody say yes. Okay. Melissa said it. Christine says, oh, yeah, ready. Okay. All right. It just came in. The lag is bad, guys. All right. Let's go. So I haven't had anybody else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only had 5 people say they want to win the card. So here we go. You ready? We're going to click to spin. Scott, we have a winner. Scott is the winner. Scott won my card. So, Scott, I will be mailing this to you. And I know who you are, so message me your address because I don't know if I still have what you sent me with the address. I don't know if I have the original packaging. So, okay. Yay! So, we have a winner. Scott won the card. So, Scott, you're going to get paper hugs sent your way. All right, guys. And, Scott, you never answered me. I have this card. It's going to collect dust here because I'm never going to have anybody to give it to you. And if I'm going to send you this one, I might as well. Do you want this one, too, so you can give it to your mama? I need to know. Yay or nay? Do you want to give this to your mama, Scott? I keep trying to ask you, and you keep not answering me. Okay, cool. So I will send these together. These will all go to Scott. So there we go. That's what my thinking was Mama's Day. And I was thinking of you with your mama when I was making it because my mama's not here no more. And I was like, well, Scott has a mama. You asked me to make you a birthday card, but we never got the birthday cards done. Oh, Danny, you just missed a drawing. Scott won the card I made today. I'm going to start doing giveaways at the end so that the people that stuck with me and answered when I asked if they want to win the card, I'm going to start doing that. And I'm going to start mailing my cards. All right. So, this is going to Scott. Mr. Scott. I won't say Mr. Captain Controversy, guys. You guys need to check. Yes, he does, right? He deserves paper hugs. Real hugs, too. But, I forget what I was going to say. You guys, my brain, I'm telling you, is just like, that's part of why I'm lazy Linda these days. Because my brain just doesn't, like, compute all the way through all the time. All right. I love this new little scoreboard, guys. I think it's adorable. And I think the more I make envelopes, this envelope maker, now that I know how to do it, is going to be easier. You want me to make another envelope? Oh, yeah. You want me to make the envelope in front of y'all for this one? Okay, but this one has to be pretty. Because this is going to Mama. Not that the other one's not nice. But that one's going to Mama. So we need to make that one pretty. Let's find pretty paper. Pretty paper. Instead of ribbons, we got pretty paper. Yeah, I'll make the envelope. Sure. Will that color match? I don't know. Let's see what else before I do that. Let me see. Well, if I ever have to make a card for a boy for a birthday, I've got that, and I've got little tiny slippers and pretty pink bow stuff, and oh my goodness. Trying to find something with that green in it. I think that's going to be the closest color match. Right. This one is going to be for it to be given in. Just like this one is. If he wants to give it to somebody. Because I'm not going to sign the inside of this. I'll put a little note in it. So that way if he wants to give it to somebody else, he can. That's how Debbie J does it. And the only reason I know that is because I've won some of hers. That's not going to be big enough. Because that's a big card. That's a 5x7. So I need 2 envelopes. I think that's going to be the paper for it to, and I think the outer card that's going to hold all these is going to have to be, yeah, I can print some out if I don't have them already printed. I'll throw that in there, a Linda Toman Create sticker. Yes, sir. If you guys look at, so far, the only people I've ever sent one to was I sent it with an order, and I should be sending them with all my orders. I sent one with an order to Liz and Chris when they ordered the cards from me. The cruise ship cards. Oh, yeah, I got to sign the backs, too. Oh, yeah. I need to go ahead and get a stamp for that. Okay, so what I'm saying is I can just make a box card envelope. But I don't want to play around with my good paper and mess that up. Because I got some really pretty paper. Like, look. I got this. I don't know what DCWV stands for. I don't remember. But, I got all this beautiful paper by them. And then I got this paper here. And this is actual paper. So this would be beautiful for Mother's Day card envelope. So let's look through that. Silly Linda, right? Silly rabbit. Okay. If I don't find something I'm loving, we'll use that. But I love these. I forgot about these papers. These are beautiful papers, guys. My stepson gave me this, and then I think Judy gave me this. I don't remember, or I bought this. I don't remember. But this one, my stepson. Look at this beautiful paper, guys. Can y'all see this? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so pretty. It's almost like you don't want to do anything with it because it's so pretty. So that's why it's been sitting in my stash forever, because it's gorgeous. All right, we're looking for something that'll go with the flowers and the butterflies, but this whole pack here says Mom. Look at the pretty butter. Look! What about that one? Listen to me. Oh, look! Alright, so we got several sheets of that. That one is like, now who are you going to give it? That looks like something that could be wallpaper in a kitchen or something. I guess if you're making a kitchen card. Alright. Oh, and then we got this one here. That's pretty. And it's got little scripts behind it. It does look like kitchen wallpaper, right? If you're doing miniature things, like, you know, some people, they have, like, they make these miniature, like, they'd make little dollhouses or dioramas, you know, little rooms and things. They make little furniture and, well, they decorate the walls. And that stuff would be pretty in the kitchen area. All right. Before we decide, let's look through them all. Oh, I'm getting hungry. It must be after 2. That's pretty too, but that's not. That's pretty, but that won't show. I mean, the paper's gorgeous. Can y'all even see the bottom here? I don't know if y'all can even see that. You see how the pretty roses are? But that's more for like a scrapbook page, because once you cut the paper, you're going to lose all that. And you fold it, you're going to lose all that. Oh, I think I found one. I think I found one that I really like. Does your mom like the colored pink, Scott? I think I like that one. Oh, wait, no, because the envelope's going to be this way. So, no, stripe pattern like that's not going to work. It needs to be more fluid. That's pretty. But the script is going so... I don't know. I like them all, guys. This is why I don't end up using this papers half the time, because I can't make a decision. I really like that, but it doesn't match the card. It doesn't really match the card. This is good for mixed media stuff. Okay, I think I found it. Look at that one. That matches it, right? Kind of, sort of. Yay, nay, on the doilies, eh? Because the design will be, this area right here would be the card if I did the print on the outside. Or on the, we could do it on the inside. We got that. I think so far I like the green. Oh, wait. Maybe I like this one. So So doilies or these green roses. I know they love flowers. I used to be a florist. Okay, we're going to go with this one. Yeah, me too. We're going to go with the roses. Because I know he used to be a florist. And I know when he said something about Hartford's mom, he said flowers. The pink. I like the green. Pink? I know. He was the florist, not his mama. But, oh, okay, good. I'm glad green's your favorite because the green's the one I'm going with. Because I like that. But he was a florist, so... your dad was a florist too? But anyway, so he's giving something to his mom. And if she remembers him being a florist, she'll be like, that, my son giving doing the flowers. You know. Try and make a connection. We're going with this one. We're going with this one. Because I think that one's beautiful. And I'm not a big green person, y'all. You know that. You know I'm more of a pink person, but I like this green one better. And I think it's because I like the roses. Oh. All right, we have to cut it down to 8.5 by 8.5. Let's make sure. Let's double check. Oh, no, we have to do a bit. We have to check our sizes. All right, let's see. So our card is a 5 by 7. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Check twice, measure once. 5 by 7. So we got a 5 1/8 by 7. So that's what we're going to say it is. We need a 10 by 10. 10 by 10 sheet of paper. And Danny loves pink and purple. Oh, that's cool, Scott. I've read that twice now, I think. But that's still... it's so cool. All right, so we need it to be 10. 10 by 10. And do we want the roses on the outside or on the inside? Because I'm going to mail them to him. So he can... Oh, you're going to have to mail it to your mom, right? So we better do it in white, huh? By 10. I better do the roses on the inside, huh? Yeah. Because that way, if you're going to mail it, you don't have to worry. Yeah. So 10 by 10. The ants go marching one by one. Those would be pretty on a card. Okay. Here we go. We got to do this and we got to do it carefully. Pay attention, Linda, to what you're doing. Okay, so 10 by 10. Four and 3/8. So we got to find the 4. Oh, this is not good, Linda. 3/8. 3/8 would be right here. Okay, let's hope my measuring is right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, hold your breath. Okay. All right. we're going to take that score line. And we're going to line that right up with the score guide right here. Make sure we're flush. Make sure everything's straight. And then we're just going to come across here. And look, it didn't go all the way across. It doesn't go all the way down. That's when the bigger scoreboard will come in handy. Good. Don't hold your breath, Danny. All right. And we need it to come all the way across because guess what? Because we have to line it up with the score guide. So we're going to take this. I'm holding my breath too. I shouldn't do that either. I do that every time I craft. It doesn't look like it's right again, but I just go with the process, Linda. Go with the process, Linda. Oh, it's right. It's correct, I think, I hope. Okay. By George, we're going to see if this is going to work. Holding your breath. Let's turn it over so we can actually see what we got here. That don't look right. Is it just me? Or is that like, look. That's not going to fit that card. Y'all see that? That is not going to fit. It fits this way, but it don't fit this way. And I did it where it told me to do it. I did it the way it said. And it made a business envelope again. Okay. It is pretty, isn't it? I love it. I'm proud of it. I'm like, yeah. I'm not happy about this, though. Not happy about it at all. Let me get one that I don't care too much about. I know you think like the pink, but I'm not a fan of the shapes and stuff. What is that called? The mask or whatever? The flowers or whatever they're called. This is gonna be an envelope, but it's just not gonna be the envelope for that one because it's just not gonna. It's not gonna fit. Danny likes the pink. Yeah, when I figure out how to get it the right size, then I'll go back to the green roses, but I don't want to. I can always use my big scoreboard too. Let's finish this envelope before I, even though it's the wrong size, it's still an envelope. It still will work for something. So I don't understand why it's wanting to do that. It's like, I don't understand that. Doesn't make sense to me. If it says it's going to make a card that fits a 5 1/4 card, but a 5 1/4 by 7 card, then a 5 1/4 is bigger than 5. So a 5 by 7 should fit perfectly in there. Right? Or is my thinking right? It's like, yeah, see, that's not wide enough this way. I think their measurements are wrong on here. Excuse me. Because I did it exactly like it told me to. But I'm going to try it again just to make sure that I didn't do something wrong. Of course, I have to trim this part down. I have to round these corners. Or go like that with it. This one, actually, I should take a mark, put a mark here, and then trim it across like that. But, see, that card's not going to fit in this. It'll fit this way. It's too big this way. Their measurement's not right. They put the size down for like a big, long, slim line or something. See? That's not right. But it is an envelope and it will work for something. At least it looks better than that other thing I did. Where did I do it? The glue. Oh, my battery's about to die. I'm probably going to have to say... Yeah, guys, my battery's getting low. So I'm going to glue this one together, and then I'll work on it on an envelope. We're not going to be able to see me do anymore because my battery just said that it is going low. So that means my computer's about to die, so I'm not going to be able to see the chat. So I won't be able to chitter-chatter with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I think I've been on for quite a while today. So I truly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you do any crafting in the community tab here on YouTube, there you should be able to post photos. Let me see which crafts and things you're working on. You know, your hobbies and things. Take photos, share them with the community here. Let's be a community. So, all right, Melissa has given the final ta-ta for now, and I'm going to sing my way out, as I always do. You guys have a wonderful day. Sha-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, hey, 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 goodbye. Hope you had fun crafting today. Hey, 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 goodbye. Bye, y'all.